You need to disabuse yourself of the notion that accuracy, a holy grail strategy, or a specific win rate is the magic key that will get you funded or transform you into a profitable trader. The stark reality is that these technical factors are not the deciding elements. In this video, I'm going to share the essential truths about mastering trading psychology to help you finally achieve consistent profitability. The myth of the emotionless trader. Let's begin by addressing emotions. Everyone has them. It is a fundamental part of the human experience. There is no possible way to be completely emotionless while trading. In fact, if you have managed to achieve a state of total emotional void, congratulations. You have accomplished something that, to my knowledge, no human can do unless they are some sort of AI robot. Since we cannot eliminate emotions, our only path forward is to learn how to master them. If you can gain command over your emotional responses, your chances of becoming a profitable trader increase exponentially. Step 1. Making trading secondary. The first step in this psychological mastery is ensuring that trading remains secondary in your life. I have been navigating the markets on and off for 15 years, and there were certainly periods where I mistakenly made trading my number one priority. When trading becomes the absolute top priority rather than a secondary pursuit, you inevitably become dangerously obsessed. You begin to ignore everything else happening around you, which is catastrophic for your emotional stability. When trading is secondary, you aren't constantly plagued by the thought, I have to be in a position right now. You stop obsessively checking your charts or pulling out your iPhone every few minutes to see how a trade is performing. Overcoming this obsession is the foundational step in mastering your psychology. Phase 2. The environment of patience. The next critical point is patience. We all understand the concept of patience in theory. We can all tell ourselves, I am a patient trader. But are you truly patient in practice? More importantly, is your environment actually allowing you to be patient? This is the key that many miss. If your external circumstances are working against you, it is nearly impossible to be a patient trader, no matter how much willpower you exert. For example, are you relying on trading profits to pay your immediate bills? Are you struggling financially? Are you putting extreme pressure on yourself by saying, I have to get funded now or else? If you find yourself in any of these positions, you cannot possibly wait for the right setups. I have executed my most successful trades when I simply didn't care about the outcome, when I was completely patient, because I didn't desperately need the money. It is absolutely crucial that your life environment supports your ability to wait days or even a week for the perfect setup. You cannot expect to be profitable if you are trading from a place of financial desperation. It simply will not work. Management over strategy. Furthermore, it isn't your strategy that determines whether you win or lose in the long run. Ultimately, it is you. It is about how you manage yourself and how you manage your risk during the life of a trade. This is precisely why trading from a position that allows for patience is so vital. We also need to address the rush or the surge of excitement people feel when they enter a trade. You find yourself thinking, I hope this hits my profit target, while daydreaming about the money you're going to make and what you're going to buy with it. You imagine a future where you just keep winning week after week and accumulate a fortune. What you aren't thinking about, however, is the alternative. What if I lose this trade? How am I going to feel afterward? Did I risk too much? If you can force yourself to ask these questions before you place the order, you will manage your risk much more effectively. The how will I feel? Test. Consider this. If you are trading a $50,000 prop firm challenge or even $50,000 of your own cash, how are you going to feel if you lose $2,000 on a single trade? Don't focus on the feeling of winning. Prioritize the feeling of losing. This shift in perspective helps you handle the reality of the market. We are all human, and we all feel that initial rush of excitement. But a successful trader is one who understands and accepts the feelings associated with a loss. The trap of greed and the dopamine hit. Let's talk about greed. Even after 15 years, I have let greed overtake me. I remember a specific instance during phase 2 of a prop firm challenge. I was preparing to leave for vacation and was literally less than 0.5% away from becoming funded on one account and about 1% away on another. I desperately wanted that funded status before my trip because I wanted the dopamine hit. I wanted to feel like I was a success so I could relax on vacation and come back excited. This is exactly what you should avoid. Because I was chasing a feeling rather than a setup, I forced a trade. I ended up in drawdown, got angry, and pushed even further into the red. I didn't lose the account, but I lost something equally valuable: time. A month's worth of disciplined work was wiped out in an instant, forcing me back to square one. This happened because I let greed win. Trading is about taking small, consistent baby steps. You cannot skip steps to reach the finish line faster. If you try to jump ahead, you will force trades and eventually be sorry when you wipe out weeks of effort. You versus yourself. I see countless videos online claiming 88% accuracy or the best strategy ever. I am telling you again, no strategy will make you profitable on its own, and a high win rate is not a requirement for success. Ultimately, the battle is you versus you. It isn't the strategy losing for you, it's you defeating yourself. You could have a world-class strategy, but without proper risk management, all is lost. Risk management is the #1 tool to master your psychology. You can actually have a bad strategy with only a 25% or 30% win rate and still be a profitable trader if your risk management is sound. Don't let the 80% win rate claims fool you. The power of limiting setups. To manage my own psychology, I personally limit myself to 1 or 2 setups a day, and that is it. If I take a loss on my first setup and then lose a second attempt, perhaps due to a missed entry, I am done for the day. If I don't stop there, I know I will spiral into overtrading and revenge trading. My risk management will be thrown out the window and I'll become reckless. Many of you can relate to the anger that follows a string of losses. The best thing you can do in that moment is step away. Trading doesn't have to happen all in one session. Every day is a clean slate. I have had months where I was up 4% and then drew the account back down to -2%. I could get angry, or I could reset my emotions for the next day. More often than not, when I force myself to stop, I look back and realize the trades I would have taken would have lost anyway. Limiting your daily activity allows you to reset for the following morning. Learning how to lose. One of the final, most important hurdles is learning how to lose. Most people enter this business thinking about making money, but they have no idea how to handle a loss. Losing stinks, I know it, and I still lose trades frequently. But it is how you manage and accept that loss that determines your future. Accepting a loss allows you to move to the next opportunity with a clear head, enabling you to execute flawlessly. If you let anger take over, it leads directly to blown accounts. Taking a loss is simply part of the game. They say the best loser wins, and it's true. If you can shake off a loss, trust your back-tested system, and move on to the next day with a clean slate, you are on the right path. The battle within. To summarize, mastering your mind in trading comes down to a few key things. Being able to lose well, controlling your anger, recognizing your mistakes, and having the strength to step away. Staring at charts all day and forcing trades is a recipe for failure. Trading requires immense patience and time. It cannot be rushed. There is no holy grail system. It is always you versus you. It is a battle of self-belief and emotional control. Put yourself in the best possible position to make clear-minded decisions by ensuring your environment supports your patience. It is a process that must be respected. Thank you for watching. I have a Telegram group linked below if you want to join, and I'll see you in the next one.